Welcome guys, my name is Albert and in today's video we are going to be discussing the mistakes that men make that destroy their success with women. Okay, so if you have not already, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos, because on this channel I teach you guys how to become better men and how to improve your interactions with women. Okay, so let's dive right into this topic. Here's the thing, a lot of guys, when it comes to their love life or just their interactions with women in general, they have a lot of frustration, right? Because they don't know how to make it work. They're taking a lot of L's, right? They don't know how to make it work with this one girl or that girl that they really like, right? Or they're not really getting as much intimacy with a particular girl or girls as they would like. Now, here is the problem. I have come up with 3 mistakes that if you were to improve on these, it will drastically improve your dating life. So you want to stay through the whole video so you can get these 3 mistakes that most guys make. The first one is being socially inept, right? What does it mean? It means just being socially dumb, right, around women. Just not knowing, just not being calibrated enough, right? Just being socially awkward and just socially unaware of what is going on between him and the woman that he's interacting with, right? This single thing destroys a lot of men's success with women. You see, when you are socially inept, you are going to be missing a lot of things. You're going to be missing red flags. You're going to be missing opportunities to touch. You're going to be missing opportunities to close. You're going to be missing opportunities to ask her out. Because why? You do not see it. You are socially unaware. So what do you want to be, right? You want to be socially intelligent when it comes to women. This will improve your success with them. So how do you improve your social intelligence with women? There is no book or tricks or tips that you can do to increase your intelligence. The only way that tips and tricks will help you is if you actually go out and meet more women, right? To build social intelligence, you have to actually do it in the field. You have to meet multiple women over a period of time. Over a period of time, you'll actually start to see patterns forming. You actually start to see, when I say patterns, you actually start to see, okay, when she does this, it means this. When she does this, it means this. Okay, if we have been vibing, if she's hanging around, if she's doing this, if she's texting me like this, I know this means this. If she's letting us move to a different location, that means she's ready for this, right? If she's letting me touch her in this way, that means she's ready, right? How do you know this? You have to build social intelligence. How do you build this social intelligence? You have to meet more women in the field. That's the only way, right? Why is it important? Like I said, why having social intelligence with women is very important is because you need to know which women are open and receptive to you, which women are open and receptive to your advances and actually open to the fact of you touching them. You need to be able to understand which women you can actually pull and get to your house. You need to know, because the more socially intelligent you are, you can escalate better with a woman. You can physically touch her and move her from a date to your place and move her to sex, right? But if you're not socially intelligent and you're just socially inept, you're going to miss all the signals, all the waypoints that you need to be hitting during the interaction with her, right? Because you're not going to know you're not going to know whether it's time to close or whether it's time to build more comfort or whether it's time to just kiss her, right? So it's very important that you build up social intelligence by meeting more women. Okay, so that's the first mistake that guys make, right? They are very socially inept. The second one is guys do not play the numbers, right? Guys do not play the numbers. What do I mean by this? Just like the first thing, this one is solely based on you are not approaching enough women to actually see any sort of success, right? A lot of guys are under the misconception that you need to be able to close every single girl that you meet. No one is that good. I promise you. Nobody is that good. If a guy tells you every girl he approaches likes him and he's able to smash, it's either two things. It's either he's lying or he's actually good at reading subtle signs in the woman that actually lets him know that, okay, this woman likes me, right? Barring those two things, it is next to impossible to actually close every single woman, right? And here's the thing. This is why I say play the numbers. But the problem is a lot of guys have a fear of loss, right? They have a fear of rejection because we as men, we have an ego, right? We have very fragile egos sometimes, right? We don't want to get rejected by a woman because we're gonna feel bad, we're gonna feel sad, right? But look, you have to grow some balls and just go out there and play the numbers. You have to meet more women. It's fine if you take some L's. It's fine if she freaking yells at you or says, sorry, I have a boyfriend. You know, trust me, the more you do it, the better your chances of meeting and succeeding and smashing women and actually getting women into relationship, if that is what you so choose, right, will increase. But here's the thing. If you do not play the numbers, what will happen is that you're going to meet a chick, you're going to develop one-itis for this chick, and you're going to start doing things that will actually destroy your success with women, right? When you have one-itis for a woman, what tends to happen to men is that they become very needy, they become very clingy, and they become very desperate, right? Because now they are depending on this one person and they're just holding on and hoping, please don't let this chick break up with me because this is my one hope for sex. And they're going to become needy, they're going to become clingy, they're going to become desperate. And here's the thing. All those three things are very unattractive to women. And in the end, they will ruin their chances with that one woman that they're holding onto so tightly. Or even worse, not even like chasing away women before they even get to sleep with them, right? Because women can feel a vibe. Once they start feeling that you're kind of clingy or like you're desperate or you're needy, it's done. And how you solve this problem is playing the numbers. You have to approach more women. You have to get tough. You have to have that kind of, you have to get like tough skin, you know, where it's like rejections don't phase you anymore. Because the more women that you meet, the closer you are to getting that lay consistently. And when you do it over time, you will get better over time. Okay? The third and final mistake that guys make that destroys their success with women is that guys do not create a system, right? Guys do not create a system of creating. Basically, for me, I have created a system where it's like it's a funnel, right? I just funnel leads into this one funnel, and all that comes out on the other end is just lays, smashing girls in my rotation, right? But I've built a system where it's like, okay, you know what? If I do this, this, and this, and this, and this, if I see these patterns, okay, I know what this means. I know what this means. Okay, I know where to take her. Okay, I know how many minutes or hours I need to spend on the day. If she's like this, I need to spend this much time. If she's like this, I need to spend this much time. Okay, I know what coffee shops are around my area to move her to my house, and then I know what I'm gonna do at my house. I know what I'm gonna say. I already know how to escalate to move it to sex, right? You gotta have a system. You have to have a system, right? It doesn't have to be an elaborate thing. I'll actually even give you I'll give you an example of my own system, right? So my thing is, I let's say, right? I approach a girl, I get her number, right? 3 hours later or 2 hours later, I'll text her saying it was nice to meet her. Hope she enjoys the rest of the day. If she replies, right? If she replies to that, I will make a little bit of banter and ask her out on the same day that I got her number. Right? Now, this is my system. If I have texted her that and she doesn't reply, at all. If she doesn't reply at all, I will not text her again. Ever. I will not text her ever. Now remember, this is my system. You have to create your own system, right? So I text her, I get her number, text her within 2 to 3 hours, right? If she texts back, I do a little bit of banter, set up a meet, whether it's the following day or the day after that. I don't like to do 3 days away unless it's some dire thing, right? The day after or the day after or the day after next, right? And then we meet up for coffee, and coffee has to be around my area, right? Coffee has to be around my area. Oh, I missed one step. Also, I only get numbers from women that are in my area, right? So I only get numbers from women that are in my area. Why is this? Why is this? This removes the idea of, oh, let's meet halfway, or oh, you're too far from me, right? If I meet women in my area, right? Now, if you don't have that option, then you got to do what you got to do. Remember, it's your system. So how do you create a system? You have to do the approaches, right? So you create your own system by meeting more women, right? So back to my system, right? I meet the woman in my area. I get their number, text them 2 to 3 hours, set up a coffee date. The first date is always a coffee date, right? If she says no to the coffee date, that she only does dinner, we're done, right? If she says yes to the coffee date, then we move on to the next step, right? Because the point is not the dinner. The point is we are actually meeting up to get to know each other. If she really likes me, she will actually come on the date, right? She's not there for free food. She's there to meet me, right? So we go on a coffee date next to my house, somewhere close to my house. Maybe the drive is like maybe 5 or 10 minutes away from my house, right? I either pick her up or we meet there, right? Preferably if you can pick her up. Nowadays, girls don't like you to pick them up, but it happens. The girl doesn't drive, you go pick her up, right? If you pick her up, then you can easily, after the coffee date, you say, hey, look, I need to show you something at my place. Come up with some excuse to take her to your place, right? Don't say, oh, you want to come back to my place? No. Think of something that will actually make her want to come to your place. My reason for coming back to my place is that I play the guitar, right? I talk about music, what kind of music she likes. I talk about what kind of music I like. I tell her about how I got into music, and I love singing. I love playing the guitar. Remember, you have to create your own system. So if you don't play the guitar, find something else that at your place to come up with a reason, right? Then plausible deniability. You bring them, you tell them that, you bring them over to your place. At my place, if she comes to my place, I already know 80% of the time we're gonna smash, right? So all I need to do is, once she's at my place, I have to just get her comfortable, right? I play a little music for her, ask her about herself, get her a little bit more comfortable, because now she's attracted to me. She's all but sold, right? All I have to do is just not fuck it up from you, right? All I do is build a little bit of comfort, let her get comfortable, show her around my place, let her know how I live, right? And then proceed to make out, touch, right? And then take her over to my room and then smash, right? But you see how I told you about my whole system? You have to create that system for yourself. This is really important, right? How are you going to create the system? You have to do the numbers. You have to approach social intelligence. These things, right? If you improve all these things, it will improve your success rate with women. But if you don't, you're going to continue to suffer, okay? That is the video for today, guys. If you have not already, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos, okay? Any comments that you guys have, leave it in the comment section below. I love interacting with you guys down there. Guys, remember to hit this video with a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.